YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. If you have been my long-time subscriber or you have just subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. So this video was supposed to have been recorded at the beginning of this year, but at the beginning of this year I was so busy. So I didn't have time. I was so busy. And also I was having issues with my camera. I'm no longer using it. I am using my phone. So if you guys would like to buy this camera, it's still pretty much new. I have used it like a couple of times. If you want it, let me know. I'm selling it. I don't think I want it anymore. So in this video I wanted to talk about something that is very dear to me, something that is very close to my heart. So as you guys know, or people that know me, I have been married now for a year and a couple of months. So now I just wanted to talk about the expectations and the reality of marriage for me so far, right? So you know, when you do get married, right? So you have Abu Mom, Abu Mtandazo coming to advise you, and your mom and your aunt coming to advise you to say that, you know, marriage is not easy. Hey, you should do this, you should do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And for the most part, I think for me getting into marriage, I was excited but scared at the same time. Why was I scared? I was scared because of the fear that a lot of women install in us before we go into marriage. For example, you'll get some ladies that will tell you that, oh, marriage is difficult. It's not as easy as you think it is. Like, there's a lot of work that needs to be put into it, and this and this and this and that. They are right when it comes to there's a lot of work that needs to be put into it, but the difficult part of it, I think I have a different opinion, or maybe it's too early for me to say, I don't know, but hear me out, okay? All right, so like I said, getting into marriage, I was very excited and scared at the same time, but I wanted to experience marriage for what it was for me, right? So far, I've got a few things that I have learned, and I want to share them with you guys. Okay, so the first thing that I have learned getting into marriage, or being in marriage now just a little bit over a year, is the fact that just because you got advices from people that have been married for a long time, number one, it doesn't mean that marriage is going to be what they said it was going to be. Just because they said marriage is like this and this and this and this and this and this and that, it doesn't mean that for you marriage is going to be like they said. I believe that marriage is what you and your spouse make it to be. Experiences in marriage are going to be different for different couples. That's what I've learned, because like I said, I got into marriage excited but a little bit scared because of what I have been advised by Abu Mama, like for example saying that marriage is difficult and stuff like that. You know, obviously no one wants a difficult marriage. No, nobody wants that. Obviously, if now I have to advise someone who's about to get married, I'll say, girl, you're gonna have fun. Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be put into it, but it's fun. At the end of the day, this is your best friend. I'll have a different story to tell. Each couple has a different story to tell. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying my marriage is all fine and dandy, peaches and cream. Yes, there is work that needs to be done, but marriage doesn't have to be difficult. That's what I'm trying to say. And most of you guys might say, oh, you're still new into marriage, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe. I feel like there's a lot of things that I still need to learn, but so far, that is what I have learned. And I am open to learning more things, if I can put it that way. So yeah, you can take advices from people that have been married before, but I still stand to say marriage is what you and your significant other make it to be. So just to extend this quite a little bit further, I have never seen my father touch one dish trying to wash it. I have never seen my father cook for himself. I have never seen my father doing any type of chores in my home. That is a taboo. That is unacceptable. That is no. No. So I grew up knowing that my dad doesn't do chores. So my mom does everything, or used to do everything, and then she taught us how to do our chores and stuff. So growing up, I used to see that a lot. So I used to think that, okay, so meaning that when I get married, or when my sisters get married, then this is what we must do for our husbands. So our husbands don't clean, they don't do chores, they don't do anything in the house, so it falls on our shoulders, you know. And I was okay with that. I was like, oh, okay, if this is how things are, then who am I to argue with the system or how things should be, you know. And then I met my husband, and we got married, and then now we started living together. Then this guy is a cook, this guy is a chef, this guy is so clean, he's very clean. Like he does things himself. And I remember when we started staying together, I used to be so afraid to even tell my mom that this guy is cooking, this guy, yo, he's baking. Because I'm like, okay, my mom is definitely going to kill me. My mom is going to like tell me where to get off, because now I let my husband to do the dishes, I let him do laundry, he cooks, he bakes, he does all these things, and he's not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to be doing all those things. And I used to feel so bad. I'm like, oh my god, no, I'll do those. No, don't cook, I'll do it. No, don't bake. No, I'm supposed to be doing all those things. And I remember he told me, he's like, no, you don't have to do all these things by yourself, whereas I'm here. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. But also at the same time, I'm not going to tell my parents, because they're going to kill me. So that's why I am saying marriage is what two people make it to be at the end of the day. Because now my husband doesn't let me do chores by myself. If I'm washing dishes, he cooks. If I'm doing something else, he helps out. If I'm doing laundry, he takes it out to the washing lines, and he hangs it. He helps me every step of the way. And sometimes he does everything himself, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And also at the same time, the system that my parents have, it works for them as a couple, whereas what my husband and I have, or how we are doing things now with my husband, it works for us, and I love it. And it, I think that's the beauty of marriage, and that's the beauty of doing things your way with your partner, and enjoying life together at the end of the day. Because as much as my parents said, oh, your husband mustn't do laundry, your husband mustn't do chores in the house, I cannot stop him from doing it. Like, they know what kind of a person he is, so I cannot stop him. And I love that about him, because I can literally go to church, or we go to church, when we come back, we know we're cooking together, we're having fun, there's music, we watch movies together, we do all these things together. If I'm washing dishes, he's drying them, we're dancing, we're having fun, and it works for us. So basically what I'm trying to say is, you can listen to Abu Mama, right, when they're advising you during the kitchen party, or Eba Holaya Kaspeli, to say, oh, this is how you should treat your husband. But then also at the same time, it doesn't mean that you have to like follow exactly what they told you. At the end of the day, your husband or your wife and yourself, you'll find the way to do things, the way that suits the both of you. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the second thing that I have learned in marriage so far is that communication, you know, they have said it, that communication is key. If there's something that needs to be talked about, don't let it linger for a longer period of time. Just talk about it, talk things out. That is the way to go. And I have seen that to be very true. As you guys know, this is like my gospel at this point. I'm an introvert, so I wasn't someone who voiced out the way I felt about certain stuff. Whereas my husband on the other side, this guy is very confrontational. He talks about stuff right there and then. Like, if there's something that is not sitting well with him, he will talk about it. He'll say, babe, okay, this is the situation, we need to talk about it. And now on the other side, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it, you know. And over the months, I have now learned to communicate how I feel about things. Not only am I able to voice out how I feel about things in our marriage, but also I am able to voice out my feelings about things, even like in other places as well. Like now I'm confrontational, like very much so. So I thank God, because now I feel like I can stand up for myself. Like if someone tries to mess with me, I know that, okay, you don't do that. So communication is very, 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 very important in marriage. So the third thing that I have learned in marriage is privacy. So what goes on in yours marriage, it's none of anybody's business, including your mama and papa. It's not their business, including your sisters, your cousins. It's not their business. It's between you two guys, and that's where it should stay. It should stay like that. Privacy. I have to learn to keep my mouth shut about certain stuff. So yeah, privacy, very important, very important. The fourth thing that I have learned is I've seen quite a few couples whom would like correct their partners in front of people, or shout at their partners in front of people, or yell at them, or get frustrated at them in front of people, rightfully so. But the timing and the location wasn't okay. So what I'm trying to say is I have learned by looking at other couples, when it comes to, okay, if my husband does something that I'm not okay with, and we are amongst people and we're with other people, I'm not going to correct him right then. And he has the same understanding as well. If I do or say something when we are around people, we don't correct each other in front of people. We have to back each other amongst people, or in front of people, or when we are with people, we have to back each other. And then when we get home, we're gonna sit each other down, like, it's not okay. Like, you should really mind, not when your partner is like making a mistake or doing something that he's not supposed to do, or she's not supposed to do, then it goes, hey, what are you, hey, what then, all these other people are looking at you like, hey. We can only imagine what it's like to be in a house then. Like when everyone is not there, what do you guys do? Do you throw pots at each other? What's happening? Like, I think it's respect. Also, people get to disrespect your significant other, because you're disrespecting your significant other in front of other people. I mean, if you're disrespecting your wife or your husband in front of other people, what makes you think that they're going to respect him or her? They're not. They're not going to respect your significant other, because you don't respect your partner. So that's what I've learned as well. So I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of things that I am still going to learn in this journey, but so far I am loving it. I am enjoying every single moment of it, and we'll see as time goes on what the lessons that I'll be learning. But so far so good. I'm open to learning new things. So that is all from me today. Thank you guys for watching my video. It wasn't long, I hope. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed.